Hello there, I'm an old guy and I do maths. Today we're going to have a quick look at parallel lines. This is really straightforward, I hope. There's one key idea. The gradient of those lines must be the same. In order for them to be parallel, they have to look like railway tracks or something like that. And if you know a little bit about linear equations, you'll be able to spot that these two equations have the same gradient. If that's a bit mysterious to you, go and have a look at some of my videos on gradient and linear equations, and I hope all will be made clear. Okay, so these two equations, they have a positive gradient of 3. They have different y-intercepts. That's unimportant. Despite my poor drawing, they are parallel, and the sign that we use to demonstrate that is the little arrows here. Okay, what could be simpler? Well, not much. How could we make it more difficult? Well, just watch. Okay, so it's possible that one or other of the equations may be disguised. So here's our first equation, y equals 3x minus 1. Nice and easy to see what the gradient is. Here's the second equation dressed up in a slightly different guise. And what has to happen is this equation has to be rearranged into this format with y, the gradient, and the y-intercept set out like that. So what do? Well, we look at this and we say, well, 21, 3, and 9 have a common factor. That is 3. So the first thing we'll do is we'll divide through by 3, and we'll wind up with negative 21 divided by 3 is negative 7. 3 divided by 3 is 1. We can put a 1 there if that makes people happier. 9 divided by 3 is 3. This is already starting to look a little bit like that. But then we rearrange it in such a way that it looks exactly like that. So what we want is we want the y on its own out the front. That means we're going to have to move the 7. And to do that, we simply add 7 to each side. Positive 7, negative 7 cancel out. We've added 7 to this side. Here's our equation. Y equals 3x plus 7. It now looks like that. That gradient and that gradient are the same. I was about to say what could be simpler, but what could be simpler would be if you didn't have to do this.